Today I'm here to explain about this question. Find the following limits. This might look a little bit easy for you, but it's a little bit complicated because if you put infinity into x, it's going to be infinity, negative infinity. Of course, it cannot be the answer because you never know the answer. You don't know which infinity is bigger or which infinity is smaller. So yeah, you have to find the other way to answer. It's a bit complicated. For the last question, if you checked out, what I did is to divide it by the highest degree term in the denominator, but this doesn't have any denominator here, so you can't do that. So this time I want to teach you the new way to solve this question. What you have to do is find the conjugate of this function. Do you know how to find the conjugate? If it's, for example, square root of x plus square root of negative x, square root of y, the conjugate is going to be square root of x negative square root of y. You have to change the sign here. That's the conjugate. So in this case, square root of x squared plus x negative x, its conjugate is square root of x square root of x squared plus x. Okay, this is going to be important. So what do you do with this one? It's really simple. You have to multiply this one on top and the bottom. Then you don't need to change the value. Let's see. Square root of x squared plus 1 plus x over square root of x squared plus x. Oops. Plus x. Okay. Then you can calculate, you can expand this one because x plus 1 times x negative 1 is going to be x squared negative y squared. That's why you multiplied conjugate here, because you wanted to make it squared negative squared. Okay, then let's expand it, which is going to be x squared plus x negative x squared over square root of x squared plus x, like that. But still, oops, I forgot the limit. Still, this is infinity over infinity. So what you are going to do is divide it by the highest degree term in the denominator, which is this one, squared root of x squared. Okay, let's do it. X over square root of x squared over square root of x squared plus x over x squared plus x over square root of x squared. Then don't forget to put the absolute value when you expand this one. And 1 plus 1 over x plus x over absolute value of x. Then this x value is positive, so you can just take the absolute value out, and it's going to be, okay, let me just write like that. Then you can cancel out. Then of course, limit x approaches infinity, square root of 1 over x is 0 because 1 over infinity is 0. So this is going to be 0. Then 1 over square root of 1 plus 0 plus 1. which is 1 over 2. This is the answer. It's a little bit complicated, but if you know how to solve it, I think it's going to be easy. Okay? Let's work on one more question then. Okay, then. In this case, it looks like infinity plus infinity, but actually it's not, because x approaches negative infinity. So this one is going to be negative infinity, and this one is squared root of something, so it's always going to be positive, so which is infinity. So again, infinity, negative infinity, you cannot answer right now. So what you have to do is multiply the conjugate of the function on the top and bottom. Let's see. The conjugate of this function is 3x negative square root of 9x squared negative 2x over, the same things. You cannot change the value. And limit x approaches infinity, 9x squared negative 9x squared plus 2x over 3x negative 9x squared negative 2x. You can cancel it out. Then again, this one is infinity over infinity. So you have to divide by the highest degree term in the denominator, which is this one, x squared. So let's divide by square root of x squared again, which is 2x over square root of x squared over 3x over square root of x squared negative square root of 9x squared negative 2x over x squared. Let's expand it. Then again, okay, forgot to put the negative sign here. 2x over absolute value of x over 3x absolute value of x again. Negative square root of 9 negative 2 over x. Then this time you have to be careful. The x value is negative, so negative absolute value of x is going to be negative x. So give me a second. This one is going to be negative x, so it's going to be negative 2 over this one is negative 3 because it's going to be negative x minus square root of 9 because infinity, so limit x approaches negative infinity of this one is going to be 0. So now I don't need this one. Equal negative 2 over negative 3 negative 3, which is positive actually, which is 1 over 3. That's it.